Good morning, everybody. Dr. Amber here, and I want to talk to you a little bit about how your kids are harmed when you neglect yourself. Eden's in the background, so let's see how much we can get through with this live. Good morning, everybody. I'm going to pin the topic so that we know what we're talking about. Good morning, y'all. I'm just pinning a comment. All right, that's what we're talking about this morning. So y'all, let me tell you a story really quickly. Eden is with me because she has a cough. Yes, boo. Yes, you can put that in the trash, baby. Y'all, she be talking, she be asking me stuff, and I'm just like, yeah. So right now, I'm cooking her breakfast. Yes, honey. Oh, you gotta open it? Okay. There you go. All right, y'all, so we'll see how much we get through this live. But I wanted to talk about this topic specifically because I got a question in my DMs yesterday about what it means or what I meant when I said that when you self-neglect, you harm your kids. And so, I don't know if y'all was following along yesterday, but I was really on one, just talking a lot about my frustrations and seeing moms continue to neglect themselves when the support is there, when the help is there. And so I want to talk more about this because I see that you all are interested and I know you have some questions. So if y'all have questions as I talk, put them in the chat. But I really want to talk about what I meant when I said when you neglect yourself, you are harming your kids, okay? I'm going to also be doing this while I'm making waffles and eggs for Eden. So I'm going to be moving around, so stay with me. So I think the first things first. I think the thing I really want to make sure that we understand is this. When I am talking to women and moms, I'm fully coming from a place of believing that our well-being sometimes might trump that of our family. And this is where I think sometimes I lose people. But I want you to stay and hear me out. And it is this. Women and mothers, we have so many responsibilities. We carry so many responsibilities. Every day we are asked to meet so many demands. Some of them fair, some of them not, right? And so mothering is probably one of the most important things you will ever do in your life. Being a mom is one of the most important things you will ever do in your life, right? Meeting the demands of motherhood is one of the biggest challenges you will ever face in your life. Meeting the demands and keeping in the forefront all the other things that are important to you and matter to you as you are a mom, also very challenging. And so this is why I believe that our well-being sometimes needs to trump, I don't like that word, the well-being of our families. And this is what I mean by that. What I mean is that you need to acknowledge and understand that your well-being cannot come last. Your well-being cannot be in the background. You cannot be an afterthought, because when you are an afterthought, when you put yourself last because you believe that your children matter more or your partner's job matters more because they bring in more money, you are self-neglecting yourself. And so let's talk about what I mean when I say self-neglect. First, let me grab these waffles, y'all. Hold on a second. All right, Eden is having waffles for breakfast, and I'm going to make her an egg. So, self-neglect. This is what I mean. What I mean by self-neglect is basically any time that you are neglecting or dismissing or ignoring, undermining a need that you might have. This need might be regarding your mental health. This need might be regarding your physical health. This need might be regarding your social health. For moms who are in the Balanced Working Mama community, they are fully aware that there are 9 areas of wellness when it comes to your well-being, right? And so there's more than just physical, mental, and emotional health. There's 6 other areas, and you can learn about that inside of our community. But either way, anytime that you are ignoring, dismissing, pushing aside, not fulfilling one of those wellness needs, I believe that that is you neglecting yourself. Because just because you think that you can put it aside for a moment, just because you think that, everything should be fine for right now, anytime that you are neglecting, dismissing, or ignoring a need that your body, your mind, you yourself have, you're neglecting yourself, right? So that's what I mean by self-neglect. And so the first way that I believe that we harm our children when we neglect ourselves is that when you don't pour into yourself, when you don't take care of yourself, you truly cannot take care of other people in the way that you think you are. And so this is what I mean by that. Taking care of children requires a lot. As you can see, y'all see me moving and shaking in this kitchen, just trying to make some waffles for one little kid. When you are tasked with the responsibilities of motherhood, the demands of motherhood, and I know that y'all have jobs because I talk to working moms, it wears on you. It takes away from you. It drains you. And so if you are not actively engaged in a practice of replenishing yourself, rejuvenating yourself, restoring yourself, how well are you truly taking care of your kids? So that is the one way that our kids are harmed. Our kids don't get the full capacity with which we can care for them if we are not caring for ourselves. And I know that some of you are listening to this and you might be thinking, well, what do you mean? I still take care of my kids. I always make a way. And that's what I hear moms say. Like, I take care of my kids. They have everything they need. I'm not neglecting them. But I think you are missing out on the depth and the richness with which you could care for them and love them and really connect with them because you're depleted. You need a tissue? You get down. You're missing out on the depth, the richness, and the connection with which you can actually care for them because you're depleted, you're burnt out, you're exhausted. Yesterday I was talking about that 4 to 7 block, 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. every single day. Y'all, the roughest block, right? But what I've noticed is that block of time can come a little bit easier when you've done something to really restore yourself, restore your energy, restore your peace, Wait, what's going on, boo? What are you doing? Do you want to come over here? Huh? Do you need to come over here? Okay. You want me to move this? Okay. Come on. You gotta hold on. You gotta hold on. Yes. All right, y'all. Eden's coming. Okay.
Now,
Here, eat. I'm gonna crack the egg, okay? I'm gonna make here. We're talking on here, okay? And we're talking about how mommies need to take care of themselves, okay? Thank you, boo. I got it. Here, you hold this one. All right, y'all. So anyways, 4 to 7 p.m. can be chaotic, right? But we're better able to get through it and to manage it when we're caring for ourselves. And I think that's just a metaphor for motherhood in general. Things are a lot more manageable, not easy, but more manageable when we actually are doing ourselves well, when we're caring for ourselves well. So again, the number one way that your kids are harmed by you not caring for yourself is that they don't get to experience the full you. They don't get to experience, the full connection and richness that can come with you, because you ain't got it. You don't have it to give. And we've all been in that situation where, you know, you've had that moment where you're just like, you know, your kids are asking you, well, oh, can you come play with me? Oh, can you come do this with me? And you simply don't got it to give, right? And so in those moments, I know that it feels small in those moments when you're saying no to your kids, or you're constantly telling them, well, mommy's tired, mommy's exhausted, but those moments add up. They do. And I'm telling you from experience as a psychologist who has worked with children and families for several years prior to Balanced Working Mama, and I'm telling you as a mom myself, our job is connecting with these little ones, and even in those small moments. But what I want moms to understand more of is that it doesn't always have to be full of struggle. It doesn't always have to be with exhaustion and burnout. And if you just came on board with the idea or the fact that you're neglecting yourself, you're neglecting your needs, you're neglecting your health, some of this stuff might come a little easier. And so again, that's a really big way. Y'all are making eggs over here. That's a really big way that our kids are harmed by that. Our kids are harmed because they don't get to experience the richness, the depth of the relationship that we get to have with them. They don't get to experience the quality with which our relationship can be here. Like, just imagine if you're always exhausted with your kid, right? Especially for those of us who have toddlers. Just imagine if you're always exhausted and every invitation that your kid offers you to play or to connect with them, to be with them, you're always like, oh, not now. Oh, mommy's tired. Or then when you do decide, they can see it on your face that you're just out of it. What does that communicate to them? So this is another way that our kids are harmed, right? So when we try to connect with our kids from a place of lack because we just simply don't got it. Yes, please. Huh? It's an egg carton. When we are trying to constantly connect. There's no eggs in there, boo. But you can still play with it. When we're constantly trying to connect with our kids from this place of lack, our kids start to internalize that response from us. And then because they are babies and because they are little kids, they mistakenly believe that our response is because of them, right? They start to think like, oh, well, mommy's tired because of me. There's something I'm doing that's wrong. Or mommy doesn't like me. Mommy doesn't want to spend time with me. That's what their little brains start to think every time that we are meeting them with this exhaustion, this burnout, you know, all of that. So that's another way our kids are harmed. One, not only do they not get to experience the richness and the depth that comes when we are really rejuvenated and restored, but also they start to internalize the way that we are interacting with them. And if we're always interacting with them from this place of like depletion and burnout and exhaustion, they're going to internalize that and think that it's something about them. They're going to internalize that and think that it's something about the relationship with you. And, you know, we often can't anticipate that because many of us are not aware of what our kids are internalizing. But what I know as a psychologist is that our little kids' brains are so self-centered because they're babies. So they think everything is about them, including how you are responding to them. So let me know, y'all, if that's making sense or if that's resonating while I plate this food that I just made Eden. Are you ready to eat, honey? Yes, okay. I'm gonna put this in here one more time. You ready to get down? No. Here, do you want to say hi to everybody on here? Hi, everybody. You want to tell them what's your name? Jaden. Who's that? Jaden. What's your name? It's Jaden. Who? It's Jaden. I don't know, baby. That's you, though. That's Eden. That's Eden. Huh? You can get down, baby. I'm going to take your plate. Hold on, wait. Let me put some stuff on it. Hold on. Okay, y'all. I'm almost done. So I want to tell you all a story that came through my DMs from a mom who asked me about this specifically. And she asked me to elaborate a little bit on, yes, baby, you can get down. You can get down, boo. She asked me to elaborate a little bit on what I meant when I said that our kids are harmed. EE, do you want some sun butter? You want peanut butter on these?
No.
You want honey on them?
Honey on them.
Okay. Y'all, I appreciate y'all sticking with me. This doing lives when your kids are home is challenging, but here we are. All right, boo. Yeah. All right, boo.
Now get down.
Yes, you can get down. All right, y'all. I'm about to put Eden at the table, and then I'm coming back. All right, come on, boo boo. Let's go.
Mommy, mommy back.
Huh?
Mommy back, mommy. Mommy back.
You want the bed? All right, boo. You ready to eat breakfast? Do you want a fork?
What?
You want a fork?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Sarah.
This one?
Yeah.
This one? Okay.
Ah. Yeah.
And we need a light. Okay. All right, boo. There you go. Okay, y'all. I'm back. I'm back. But that's just it. Like, our kids are harmed when we are neglecting ourselves. Let me read through some comments really quick. We got some comments. Ashley said, we can't give from which we don't have. Many of us are running around on 50% energy trying to give 100%. It doesn't work like that. That is exactly it. It doesn't work like that. You are running around on 50% energy every single day thinking you can give 100% to all the areas of your life. That's not going to work, boo. It's not going to work. People are saying, yes, this makes sense. It agrees. Someone said, thank you for sharing these gems while attending to your princess. Very much appreciate it. And let me actually speak to this part. And this is what I like to help women and moms understand. One, through my ability as a psychologist to help support women, but then also my life. Y'all, I'm multifaceted and multi-passionate, okay? I'm a mom and I got other shit that I want to do in this life. And I hate to see moms completely neglect themselves to the point that they don't even know what they want to do outside of motherhood, right? I am one who knows that I love my baby. Look at her back there. She cute. And I also love coming on here to talk to y'all too. And so I'm building and creating a life that allows me to do both. That allows me to have my career, have my family, have my marriage, have my health. I'm not compromising on any of those areas. And I think that is the thing. You know, women and mothers believe that, you know, this life is so rough. This life is so hard. I got to compromise on some area. I got to sacrifice something. And oftentimes at the end of the day, the thing that they choose to sacrifice is themselves. They sacrifice their own needs. They sacrifice their own values. They sacrifice their own desires. That is self-neglect. When you have put yourself in a position where you have sacrificed every single thing that you wanted for yourself, that you need for yourself, any little thing that you desire, that is self-neglect. And when you self-neglect, your child is not able to connect with you in a rich, deep, meaningful way that then will allow them to stay connected to you as they become adults. Right? And that's what we want right now. That's why these core years of our kids' lives are so important, because are you too close to the table, boo? No, mom. We're not dropping food. Here. That's why these years are so important, because we need to set a core foundation with our relationship with them now, so that when they become adults, that they want to be around us. Let's be honest. And so I don't know if y'all have any experience of that, but like I personally and professionally have experiences of when people become adults, they don't really want anything to do with their parents because their parents didn't set that foundation in the beginning. And the sad part The sad part is that oftentimes their parents were unable to set that foundation as far as that relationship with them in the beginning because they were exhausted, because they were depleted, because they did not have opportunities or awareness to give back to themselves. They were running on 25% every day and were not able to give to their kids. They met their physical needs. They kept a roof over their head. They made sure they were fed, but there was no emotional safety. There was no emotional closeness. There was no emotional intimacy. And that is what we need. We need the glue, that emotional stuff, the emotional connection with our kids to really withstand the test of time. You know, you providing a roof over your head, making sure your kids got clothes and food and stuff is not going to be the thing that really sustains a long-term relationship with your kids. When they become adults, they're going to want to still stay connected with you outside of the things that you were able to tangibly provide. Because when they become adults, they can provide themselves that stuff. And so, but if you were not able to like attend to them emotionally, to be intimately close with them, to really intimately connect with them because you were burnt out all the time, you're going to lose your kids. If not now, absolutely later. Absolutely later. And that's not what I want, and that's not what I want for you. And I'm telling you that the fix, if you want to stay connected to your kids even when they become adults, the fix is to worry about you now. Yes, baby. You want some more what?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yes.
Yes, what? Did you eat your eggs?
Yeah.
Okay. Y'all, let me get up off here because she asking for more food and she ain't even ate the eggs. But what I'm trying to say is the cure to all this, the fix to all this is this. You need to start caring for yourself. Stop neglecting yourself because it's harmful to your kids, and you're also going to lose your kids. If not now, then later in adulthood, because you have not been able to be intimately close with them, connected with them. The depth of the connection has not been there because you have been depleted, because you've been exhausted. You have been running on fumes. It's not possible. You can't do it. Let's see. Someone said this makes sense to me. I worry about what neglecting my needs model for my child. Exactly. It models so many negative things that you don't want to model for your children. Trying to see if she's eating these eggs, but I don't want to press it because if I tell her to eat them, she won't eat them. But I'm trying to. Yes, honey. Wow, what happened? Huh? Okay, boo boo. Put that on the shirt. I'm a mom, and I got other shit I want to do too, because it's true. That's how I feel. Yes, I'm so glad that
is what I was designed to do. How can I help?
Everything is talking right now. Let me go. But I'm so glad that y'all were able to pop on this morning. I'm so glad that I was able to pop on. Shoot me a DM. Let me know what resonated with you the most in this live. I think that would help me a lot. But I'm going to go. I will save this for anyone who wants to catch the replay, and I will talk to y'all soon.